the following circumstances, all of the following circumstances. Number one, financial hardship. There's a situation that is causing you to have trouble affording your mortgage. Number two, monthly income shortfall. In other words, you have more month than money. A lender will want to see that you cannot afford or soon will not be able to afford your mortgage. And insolvency, number three, the lender will want to see that you do not have significant liquid assets that would allow you to pay down your mortgage.
All right, well, that seems simple, but is it an easy thing to do, to qualify for a short sale?
It does seem that way, but it's really a very complicated process, and you really need to have professionals with expertise help you through that process.
All right, so if somebody's in a bad situation with their home, they're underwater, they try to refinance their home and they can't because they have to bring a lot more money to the table than what they have. So they're facing foreclosure. Is a short sale better than just going through foreclosure and walking away?
Yes, absolutely. There's lots of reasons why short sales are better than letting the bank foreclose. The credit impact, for one thing, from a short sale is much less. When you do a short sale, you're generally able to purchase another home much sooner, as much as 5 years sooner than a foreclosed homeowner. In the majority of cases, in a short sale, the bank will agree to waive the deficiency judgment they could otherwise pursue with a foreclosure. Your credit scores will be affected either way. With the short sale, it'll take about 100 to 150 points off your score. With the foreclosure, it'll affect about 350 points.
Wow.
So it's a much better thing to do a short sale than a foreclosure.
Now, it used to be when you would do a short sale, the money, and help me out with this, because say for example, my home is only worth $150,000, but I have a mortgage of $250,000. So I'm gonna do a short sale. And say I did a short sale for, what would be an expected price on the home, about $150?
Yes,
Okay.
if it's worth 150.
If it's worth
yes.
$150, so that means I have $100,000 left over on my mortgage. Is that something that I'm still responsible to pay back to the bank, or is there opportunity to negotiate that away as well?
There's opportunity to negotiate that away. That's why you need professionals to help you through the process. Generally, I turn things over to an attorney who will negotiate all that for you with the lenders. And they have to waive what's called waiving the deficiency judgment. And you really, if you're going to do a short sale, you really need to have that done.
And are there lawyers that specialize in this? Because the minute you say to the public, or at least to me anyway, and you say, well, we got to turn it over to a lawyer, I'm going to get really, really nervous, because a lot of times with attorneys, and you know, the fees are going to go higher and higher. I'm assuming they're sympathetic to the situation, to somebody who is in this position because they can't afford to live in their house. Is there a better way to go about it? I mean, going through you, the realtor, or is it something that you would go to an attorney first and then, I mean, what's the best step to take?
You would go to your realtor first, and your realtor will determine, number one, if you qualify. Number two, will help you fill out all the paperwork. And then the realtor then, once they have the home listed and the contract on the home, then the realtor will turn it over to an attorney or a title company. Even there are title companies now that are specializing in just short sales, because it's a process. It's a whole process that has to be done, and it's very time consuming. And attorneys are very sympathetic about this situation. And normally what they do is they get the bank to pay for their fee.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And sometimes even the buyer will pay for that attorney.
Really? Wow. All right. What happens if the homeowner has more than one loan?
Then it has to be negotiated with both lenders. It goes to the first lender first, and then the two lenders negotiate between each other, actually.
Does it make it more difficult?
Yes.
It does.
It absolutely does. But it can be done, and we get it done. We get it done.
So if somebody is looking, say for example, they don't want to leave the area, they want to go and purchase another house afterwards, is that something that's realistic once they go through a short sale, or they basically are committing themselves to being renters for the next couple of years?
For the next couple of years, they probably are going to have to rent. But at least with the short sale, it's only going to take 2 years to get your credit back up. if you were to do a foreclosure, you may be waiting 7 or 8 years.
Mhm.
So it's a much better situation for you.
Yeah, I could imagine, and there's a lot of people, even though I know there was a wave of time where even the people that giving the advice say, just walk away from the home, just hand in the keys.
Yeah.
And a lot of people just couldn't do that. They
Mhm.
felt a sense of moral obligation to
Mhm.
a commitment they made.
Yeah.
And in the same token, their mortgage holder wasn't exactly easy to work with as well. So I would
Mhm.
imagine the services that you offer just kind of soften the process.
Yes, and I'm certified to handle short sales. I have a CDPE, Certified Distressed Property Expert designation.
Mm-hmm.
So, me and my team can handle them. But, and you were talking about people walking away from their homes. The banks are actually paying people now
Really?
to leave their homes.
You're
Yeah,
kidding.
I heard one instance where somebody got $30,000. Usually it's
Wait.
about $2,500 to $5,000. But yeah, so they'll
Are
pay
these the
you.
people that are basically sitting in their homes not paying the mortgage?
Yes. Mhm.
And are waiting for something to happen, and
Yeah.
so they're, instead of evicting them, they're paying them to leave. Wow.
Mhm. Yeah.
I've never heard that
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
Now we have about 2 minutes left, and I do have one more question. What happens if you're a buyer and you're interested in finding properties that are short sale properties?
Mhm. Well, you come to me.
Okay. That
First
makes
of all,
sense.
yeah, but yeah, you can get a good deal on a short sale. If you're a buyer and you're wanting to move into the home right away, you
Mhm.
don't do a short sale. If you're a buyer and you are buying a vacation home or a holiday home and you don't have any deadline to get into the home, then then go ahead and try your short sale. The only thing is, you just have to be very patient, because there's a whole period of time when you don't hear anything
Mhm.
that what's going on, and then all of a sudden, maybe at the end of the process, the bank's going to call and say, I'm not going to take your offer, but I'll take $10,000 more than what you offered. So
Mhm.
at that point, you have to decide whether you want to do that or not. Or
So
whether
you're
it's worth
essentially
it. You could
negotiating with the
actually-
bank.
Yeah, you could actually wait 6 months, as long as 6 months to hear back from the bank.
Oh, really?
Usually it's happening sooner though. It's happening like 3 to 4 months now.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could wait, if there's two lenders, you could wait 6 months.
So, looking for a short sale, is that something that is well worth the wait, or is it just find the house that you're looking for?
I think
and
just
then deal
find the
with it?
house that you're looking for and then just deal with it. But just know that, people get mad,
Mhm.
with shorts. Buyers get
It's
mad
very
because they're
frustrating.
it's a very frustrating process, waiting for the short sale to happen. But you can get a good deal, and if you have the time, then go for it.
Sure.
Why not? Yeah.
All right. Well, we appreciate you coming in, and we're going to be looking for it because it's going to be a semi-monthly report, and you're going to be able to give us an update on everything that's
Right.
happening, and we appreciate that opportunity.
Okay, great. Thank you, Susan.
Not a problem. All right, and Norm.